I can report for you that tonight in America, we are seeing a record drop in poverty levels. There's dramatic new evidence about the impact of federal spending. A lot of this coming, of course, out of the pandemic-related programs, and a lot of it coming at a time when people were suffering. It was designed as a safety measure, as an emergency measure, and to deal with the economic upheaval of the quarantines and the jobs lost. There's been trillions of dollars on unemployment relief spent. There's been the stimulus checks and a new round under Biden in this past year, as well as an expansion of programs for children that try to lift child poverty and take 20 million people total out of living in poverty in America. Here's a chart that tells the story. You can see from the 70s how the poverty rate as a matter of percent has at times dropped and gone back up. It's what they sometimes call a cyclical thing. It's tied to other economic cycles and, of course, government policy. Now look, of course, to the far right yellow bar pointing down on your screen. That's what you're looking at, and this is the simplest way to understand it. There's stories, there's the internet, there's what goes viral, and then there's the cold, hard data, a 45% drop in the current poverty rate in America. The New York Times with an exhaustive report noting the country has never cut poverty so much in such a short period of time. This is a big deal by any measure. It's a positive for so many millions of Americans, and the group affected the most, children. Poverty among children in America falling by 61%. And one reason relates back to policy and expansion of this child tax credit, something that's been advocated for a long time in Congress, that the Biden administration embraced in the COVID bill, and that has gone with direct aid to so many families. As a top story in America, we have really the perfect guest, someone you might recognize as a leader on the issue, Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro, a Democrat from Connecticut. She's joined us before when this was still in process. She led the fight for child poverty for years in the Congress, at times when it was a lonely battle. And Congresswoman, before we get to you, we're going to get to you in the history books. I want to make sure people understand there's a lot of different things going on, but you look at the progress of this. I want everyone to understand how long you have been fighting for this exact program.
I'm talking about extending the child tax credit to the families that need it most. By expanding the child tax credit, we can finally make a direct and a critical impact for all families with children. Failing to extend the child tax credit expansion for lower-income families means 12 million Americans will be plunged deeper in poverty.
Congresswoman, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's a delight to be with you again, Ari. Thank you so much.
You've been advocating for this, one, because you believe in it, and two, because you thought it would work. Policy always involves taking some time to see, and some ideas don't work out, and you adjust. That's what policymakers do. What does it tell you that, according to these independent accounts, the data, the New York Times report, that this is working quite quickly in America tonight?
Well, I think that what we've tried to do over the years is to address the issue of poverty, and there's been a difference that has been made, and more particularly that the extent of the policies over the last several months, if you will, with the CARES packages, the rescue plan, the HEROES package, et cetera, they've had a profound effect on lowering child poverty in the United States, which is why, and I'll tell you where a concern I have is, Ari, is that the stimulus checks will go away. Some of the other pieces of this newly created safety net, if you will go away, which is why we need to make sure that the child tax credit will not go away and that it will be permanent. And that is a very, very big issue for me, and one that I am advocating for, because we know that, family income is a stronger predictor of a child's achievement outcomes than the level of schooling that their parents have had. And from one generation to another, there has been significant challenges with regard to this issue.
Yeah.
And now we have a way of ensuring that children will be lifted out of poverty. The checks started on July 15th, and they will continue every month for the end of the year, and then there will be a lump sum payment to people over the next year. But it isn't enough that this program is for a year or that it is extended for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It has to be permanent if this is going to work, because there's always lag time.
I'm only going to jump in. Yeah, there is. I'm only going to jump in and say, stay with me. As promised, the Congresswoman's here. We're also bringing in Joan Walsh. We were fixing some tech stuff. It is still the Zoom era. Joan, welcome back.
Thanks, Ari. Happy to be here. So honored to be here with the Congresswoman, because this has been such important work.
Well, these are issues that I know you both care about. And Joan, I wanted you to talk us through what it means if people look at the headline on the screen right now. I'm going a little news meta, but I think it's warranted. It says, good news, poverty crashing in the U.S. amidst federal aid. It's a fact with the added point that most people would call that good news rather than raising children in what is a relatively rich nation in abject poverty. This isn't always the top story. Joan, walk us through how the U.S. government and how the economy got here.
You know, Ari, sadly, I think that we got here because there was kind of a deliberate effort in the late 70s, 80s, through the 90s to insist that helping parents, helping children might encourage parents not to work. There wasn't a lot of evidence for that, but there was a strong rhetorical push. We saw really draconian welfare reform. We saw cutbacks of all kinds. Ronald Reagan said we fought a war on poverty and poverty won. That was not true. Mm-hmm. But when we pulled out all of the underpinnings that we'd put up during the New Deal and the Great Society, we did see poverty win. And I think the thing about COVID, you know, God forbid, it's been a nightmare. We've all suffered in our different ways. But I think so many different people have suffered in so many different ways that we're all in this together. And it just became the time that the push that the Congresswoman has been making for her whole career became something that could be embraced by not everyone, as we know, but virtually everyone. Everyone needed that help, and so many people got it. And so I hope that's the prevailing sentiment, the prevailing wisdom as we go forward. I hope we extend it. And I think it's a really wonderful day to see that headline, you know, gave me cheers, honestly.
Yeah. And Congresswoman, I want to put up another a chart here. I mentioned earlier, because we're people, we follow things through stories. It's been quite a period of time, the last year and a half. But the data tells a broader story. And some of the folks who are poorest, for obvious structural reasons, we may not hear from them as much. They may not be on Twitter as much or whatever. I've got here the chart again. What does it mean, Congresswoman, for the years ahead if we see this kind of reversal? The Times noting this is a decline that's 3 times any other in recent history. How do you maintain this, and what happens to those households if they can go years and really be lifted out of that kind of survival mode?
Well, that is really the critical issue at the moment. I think what you can't do is to interrupt the trajectory. And just assume that if you go along in the same way, this will continue. No, number of these programs that have been enacted over the last several months are going to expire. They will not be there. However, that is the importance of a permanent child tax credit, because that will continue on. Do you know child poverty in the United States costs us, these are not my numbers, it's Columbia University and the IRS has told us, it costs over $1 trillion. Child poverty costs this country over $1 trillion every year. We have the opportunity to reverse that. What we're looking at, and Joan said this about what the spotlight that COVID has had on this issue, because we know child poverty has been there for a very long time. But the fact is that COVID shone a spotlight on this area, and the forces aligned to have us create it, to expand it, and to improve it. And especially for families with younger children who get $300 a month per child. Families with kids 6 to 17 will get $250 a month per child. And I tell you, the cards, the letters that I am receiving, and I've been on programs with families. I'll be able to buy groceries. I'll be able to really, one young woman this past weekend, she said, I can finish school so that, and afford childcare for my kids. The stories are one after another because the families are on edge. They are on a fiscal cliff. They can't afford childcare. They can't afford diapers. If you can't afford diapers and to send your kids to daycare or preschool, you can't send them. That means you can't work. So it's health, it's diapers, it's food, it is transportation, it is a lifeline. And what the child tax credit is, it's a lifeline to the middle class, and it lifts 55% of kids out of poverty.
Well,
the last thing we did in this country of that heft was Social Security, where we lifted 90% of seniors out of poverty.
Yeah.
We have that ability to repeat that experience for children.